Hi, this is Father Louis Skirty with Linda Newton, and Linda Newton is part of a dog rescue group that's called
The Last Resort Rescue,
The Last Resort Rescue, and we're on her deck overlooking Green Pond.
Greenwood Lake.
Greenwood Lake. It's a beautiful sunny day, so if I look blurred out, it's because of the sun, but it's beautiful, it's autumn. And I'm here with Santa Ana, and down there next to Linda is her little puppy, Mickey, and he's a good boy, and he and Santa Ana just made friends. Okay, I'm interested in life, and so many times we ignore the beautiful little creatures that God gave us, animals. With St. Francis as a model, and and someday St. Francis, Pope St. Francis, giving us appreciation of all life in Laudato Si and other documents as he's written, we thought it would be appropriate to find out what happens to a rescue dog and what happens when dogs are not rescued. Linda has a site that we'll give you later on, and the site is regrettably a kill shelter site. So Linda will bring that up later, and we'll give it to you, and you can go on and see how many states in our country still euthanize dogs. Okay, Linda, how did you get involved with this?
Well, I've always had rescue dogs, and Mickey I got about 7 years ago. And when I was looking on PetFinder.com, I expected to go into just shelters, but there's a lot of foster-based rescues now. So it's a good place to get a dog because you know if they're good with children, if they're good with other animals, whatever. And we're very strict. We do a lot of home visits. We check backgrounds.
Oh, we'll talk about what you do so far. Santa Ana was a rescue dog.
Okay.
I rescued her in Colts Neck at a pet center.
And he was from North Carolina.
And she was in a kill shelter before she was brought to that. Tell our audience what a kill shelter is.
Well, the kill shelters are just horrible, horrible conditions. We have them in New Jersey. However, when we euthanize dogs here, we basically do it more humanely. There are a lot of gas chambers, and that's why I got involved, because it's a cruel, horrible, slow death. Nobody wants to talk about it, but we're trying to get them outlawed. So we bring a dog that's in one of these kill shelters, usually from the South or from Oklahoma, Illinois.
Why South and Oklahoma and Illinois?
Because they haven't passed the laws to ban them yet. So at least if a dog is going to be put to sleep somewhere else, it's more humane.
Right.
So we bring them, we transport, we have different legs of transport.
Yeah, explain that. That's interesting. So from a southern state, what happens to that dog?
Well, for instance, Mickey came from North Carolina. We have different legs of a transport, and they're mostly volunteers. If we can't have a volunteer in every state, we pay a group to do it. And then they go right into foster. We have foster homes, and we're always looking for more. And they basically train the dogs. We give them all their shots. We have Vet Tech as our president. And we get them acclimated, see if they're good with other dogs, food aggression, children. Some dogs are afraid of men, different things. And then we do a complete screening, and there's a meet and greet with the family and the dogs.
We had a meet
just
and
like
greet.
a meet and greet here with these two, and they did really well.
Tell our audience what the meet and greet up here was with
Well, the
Santa
meet and
Ana.
greet is Santa Ana does not like that many dogs. Mickey doesn't like that many dogs because he's been attacked so many times with dogs running loose. This one was a little aggressive when they first came up, but they're getting along great. In fact, I would like to keep her and get Father Lou another dog.
Sorry.
But then the process is we do home visits, we check your vet references, and even a good reason to get a dog from a foster care, we want it to be a good match. We don't want dogs getting returned, so we wait before we cash a check. We only charge for the shots and whatever else they have, and we want it to be a good match for everybody. And if it's not at any time, the dog comes back to us. That's in the contract.
Now, us is where?
The Last Resort Rescue, we operate out of Hewitt, New Jersey. We now have a chapter in Maryland, and Maryland does, most of the transports come from there. So somebody may want to see a dog on our website. There's about 45 right now on thelastresortrescue.com, and you can fill out an application. There's also an urgent list where we don't have enough fosters, and you can pick a dog out of there, and we will pull that dog for you. Or some people want a pedigree dog. The people next door have a Bichon they got from Bichon Rescue. There's lots of different rescues. If you look on the internet, that I really had no idea 6-7 years ago.
Sure.
And we pull Huskies and Saint Bernards. It's amazing how many dogs need homes.
Yes,
So
yes.
if you're willing to wait and let us find the dog, we will find it for you.
That's good. How did you originally get started with this?
Well, I've always loved animals. I've always
Remember you used to come to the
preferred animals.
chaplains.
Father Lou used to have his bass at William Patterson, and his dogs would be running around. I had biscuits in my pocket and would be feeding them. And I just always had this sense for animals. It's just the most fulfilling thing I have ever done. I've worked at one job 25 years and never felt that fulfillment that I feel with this volunteer work and all the volunteers of my group and most of the animal rescues. I mean, you put your money, your car's full of hair. I mean, it's just you do everything possible. I've even taken my husband on some of the home visits because we visit the home to make sure everyone's on board. And you just meet the nicest people and animal-loving people. We also get owner surrenders, and they can be local, and we put them in foster. And
How would that happen? Why would someone give us?
well, actually, a lot of times it's an older person who passes away, and they don't have anybody to take care of the dog. So, in fact, my husband and I, who do not have children, we have it in our will of who's going to take the dog, and we're giving them our house. But unless you have children or somebody
Right.
that's really willing to take the dog, other times people have a baby.
Right.
They change their mind about the dog, and through no reason for the dog.
Right.
And we take them and we try and match them up with another family.
That's great. Okay, and Jack is in the window. He doesn't want to be on the camera. And what he just said is foster. Okay.
Foster failure.
Okay.
Oh, foster failure is one time somebody told me somebody was going to help me who's a foster failure at my rescue, and I said, well, why would you have them help me? And they said a foster failure is the first time you foster, which would be me or you end up adopting that dog. And then you can't foster anymore because you have the new dog. But
That's
we have a lot
funny.
of those.
So
and
if you foster it and adopt it, you're off the
done.
list.
Well, unless you can have another dog also.
Right,
And some of our fosters have 5 dogs, but a lot of dogs don't get along with other dogs. They have cats. We rescue horses, cockatoos.
Stop it.
Mostly some birds, but mostly dogs.
That's great. Okay, this is part 1 of our little intro. And before the dog, as much as we love him,
Go back down.
knocks over our equipment.
Okay.
Thank you. Good.
Are you the picture, Mick?
Mickey, here, can you see Mickey? Okay, Mickey, can you come up here? You come up? I can't pick you up. That's
He's
for
got
sure.
his tie on for.
Okay, this is Mickey.
For,
I don't know if you can be in the
formal
picture.
wear.
With all this, I'm wearing black, he's wearing black, you're wearing black. So anyway, this is Father Lou, part 1 of Rescue a Pet, and it's called,
TheLastResortRescue.com.
and it's not the last resort. It's so important to be your first resort. This is Father Lou with Linda Newton. Thank you. We'll put our website and email up on our tags and information. Thank you very much for joining us. Have a good day and rescue a dog. God
Thank
bless
you.
you.